Alright, here's a quick video review of the B2FIVE. This is the Agurts Military Bucks Team Trooper. I'm assuming that's Buck there in the front with a couple of generic troopers there. Agurts, that's their stealth version, so you can see it's in that dark gray, black, and kind of orangey brown color scheme that matches with the stealth versions of the Stronghold and the Speeder there that have come out before. Just real quick. And it's just a set of 3. It just comes in a small little box here. Go see if I can get this behind there, or just set it down in front of it and back up a little bit. But just comes in a plain little box here. Not plain, but a small little box of just the 3 figures and a bunch of accessories. And oh, I knocked him over. Trooper down, trooper down. But I like their helmets. I love the design of his. I don't know if it's his hair or what, but it's a neat little set of 3 dudes. Comes with a bunch of accessories for the little guys, which I have not. I've looked in here. I know what I'm going to be doing with them, but I have not opened the bag yet specifically to keep them. See if we can't refocus that here. Make sure I have the right accessories with this small little set. So we'll go ahead and we will pop open this bag here and dump them out, and you'll see what we got. All right, so we got another little backpack here. He said, flinging it wildly across the table. We'll set this off to the side for just a moment. So there, we got a dagger and a couple of guns, another one of the emergency phones, 2 of the smaller pistols that came with some of the earlier sets, 2 even smaller pistols, and a big chain gun here. Now the backpack, as I showed off, you can have it, it plugs into the back of any of the troopers. And you can attach the, none of these look like oh, this one probably clips. You could clip this one in onto that if you want him carrying a giant chain gun on his backpack. You can see there's an angle that's mostly for the hands. You can plug this in here and then have the other hand come around. Like I said, I love the posability on these little guys for such little dudes. And bring his arm around. Position however you want to have him wield the chain gun. So we'll just have him wield the chain gun over here. Now the backpack, I set this piece over aside. They give you 2 of them. You only need 1 on a sprue, but this is a little antenna. I know that's not how you're supposed to do it. But, so it's a little antenna for the backpack. A little fragile. It's very thin, so be careful with it. But this snaps in right here to a slot on the backpack. The other backpack in the Chapel review had a slot in it, but it didn't come with an antenna. So now it's even a communications pack here, I guess, here on his back, which makes more sense to have the phone attached to it, the little emergency phone. So he's got the emergency phone and the chain gun. I guess if you want a rescue, you want to make sure the guy has the chain gun so he can make sure he lives long enough to see a rescue. Bucks himself has Buck has a couple of molded holsters, but they're soft rubber. These guns do not come out of the holster. It would have been cool if they did, but and he's actually got 4 pistols. He's got 2 in the front and 2 on the side. So this guy's down for business, and we'll give him. Let's see, we'll give him one of these small pistols and the dagger. I think is what we'll arm him with. Oh, we got that backwards. Well, either edge probably cuts pretty well. Like I said, I'm really impressed with the posability they got into these little guys, because you've got a ball joint at the neck, swivels in both directions at the shoulders, bicep swivel, hinged elbows, wrist swivel. There's a waist swivel. He's a little bit limber. Actually, he's pretty limber for the fact that softer rubber really works. Hips in both directions. Like I think they're ball joint hips, thigh swivel, hinged knees, ball joint feet. And like I said, I believe there's an ab crunch in the middle of this. Yeah, there is. You can kind of see the cutout for it. Again, his armor kind of pushes him back up. He's got like a chest plate here, but there is actually even an ab crunch on these guys. Very impressive for such small little figures. Like I said, they're only about 2.5 inches tall. And like I said, all these other little accessories. Let's see. Let's give this guy a rifle. Oh, come on, go into his hand. There we go. And there is the Bucks team troop by himself, and we'll put these other weapons in the baggie with all the rest to keep them safe and sound. Like I said, really impressive, really fun. They fit really well. Like I said, I really do like that marine color scheme, but I'm really coming to love this stealth team, partly because there's just been a lot of stuff released for it. Let's see if we can't get a little better shot of all of them together with the mechs here. So far, these were SDCC exclusives last year, and then they were at some conventions and online. But there's the stealth team together, and they look really great. So yeah, a nice little set of just some extra troops for your figures, because as of right now, they may have done another troop pack. A lot of times, you know, like most of the mechs come with a trooper, but it's nice to be able to get a smaller pack of just little guys to man your mechs and your chapels and your strongholds and everything, and just swap them out sometimes too. You know, because you said the previous stealth team had these kind of helmeted dudes driving, so it's kind of cool to see some more. Those guys kind of look like cyborgs, although I guess it's just their helmet. But to see some more bucket helmet type guys with gas masks coming to the table. But there it is, the Bucks team troop from B2FIVE's Acid Rain World.